saw Apex maybe making a couple of overplays in the more recent tournaments, and he was saying, yeah, the team's not playing great, so I feel like I have to do more to try and set them up. Well, he needs to remember that he needs to get the frags too. Heading into A.
Yeah, let's see how this one works now, because already 2 of them have dropped into pit. The smoke on Moto and a headshot through it onto Headtrick. Looks like that's the end of NPL.
Yeah, well, just isolated.
I mean, really, really nice from Vitality, I have to say. The way you've drawn our attention to the slow approach, but simultaneously just using that util so quickly off of that small iota of information. You can see they've parked Mezzy in bedroom as well, really limits your apartment approach. If you dare, you're going to have a close fight with a Glock, and if you don't, he's going to flank you. Yep, just like that. A little bit of an underclear from Essential. Kensizor does bring him down, though, and now running out of time fast. Should just be putting this one in. Last couple of bodies to drop. It's Zaiwu with some more pistol. Yep, that's 4 kills for him. His pistol stats continue to inflate.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale.
So,
and you already have an extra stage of the Major to kind of show for it.
And as the youngest team at the Major, this is great steps in the right direction. Time's the problem right now.
Yeah, they're going to fight, leaping through, and not going to find that opening.
Bomb's going B.
Tries to sell something on A, and blocked on B. This does get really uncomfortable.
They're strung out.
They certainly are. A nade and a push. Zaiwu knows he's got to be the one to provide that opening fire. Alex goes swinging, double swing. Oh, and they've overwhelmed them. What are you supposed to do now? It looks like it's their round. 17 seconds, the bomb's on the other side of that smoke. Apex flustered.
Needs to kill them
low,
right now.
And they need kills, but it's nothing but death, destruction, and misery for Vitality. Pistol win, and nothing more. Bait quickly wrestled back.
Okay, that one's going to feel damn good, isn't it? You lose the pistol, you find the follow-up. And in terms of pistol stats,
Alex happy to play the MP9. Kensizor tries to bait them in with the trajectory of the smoke. That screams, I'm playing sandbags. And the MP9 screams, I'm half wall. He actually just starts to unload off the flashbang. And there's a second where that came from Alex. He does dip away, does stand his ground for one, does Kensizor, but that's opened up the B site. Looks like Vitality should be able to get across this sight line. M4 smoked off and bomb in.
Everybody in through CT on the retake. There's a kit on MPL, a smoke as well. Either use that to... Well, that's going to channel you through horrible. CT.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to wait for CT smoke, then head through CT spawn. But Rops has another smoke available, and there it goes.
Ooh, that's smoke.
A bit shallow. They can play through into pool.
Yeah, they're going to try. Flamesy knows there's a potential for a boost.
I think they're going to save.
Senfield boosted up. Info on 2 of them. Starts to just crouch and unload his mag.
Save.
V9 chasing.
Boys, hold on to it.
Want to try and take as much away from the CT side as possible. Not going to catch much on the spams of the smoke. Flames leaving with the AK, though.
Okay, not great, but not as bad as it could have been. I'm glad they made the choice to save instead of giving everything over, because you're not completely rumbled at this point. You retain these weapons. You should be able to get some MP9s or even FAMASs out for your other players.
And that's what those smokes imply. They take the longer sight line with those rifles. MPL confirmed. Spotted.
Now Headtrick takes long.
Away. Now Ross pokes his nose out, hits the headshot necessary. Then they pinch her in. Oh, it's just poetry in motion from Vitality. That is an A-long split. Perfect.
Yeah, see that setup right there? It's good in principle because you can understand all the fallback options, right? So MPL takes contact, he can fall back sight, then Headtrick takes the long angle from headshot. They're not really hearing too much. Flamesy may be making a sound cue there. We'll be having a head-to-head on this flash.
Diligent. And, oh, booked. So you try and boost it, you get naded. You try and play it on the gun round, you get flashed.
Yeah, making that look very simple, aren't they? So
stunting on them with the move.
Still able to retain information with this porch setup. Sure. But it's a strong setup. You do have to worry about the apps leak at a point, and they are starting to dismount now. Some more util being thrown to soften up. Apex being siphon nades to look for damage towards CT. Alex with the flash ready to set up Kensizor. And starting to cheat a player over of Headtrick to join the party. Now Headtrick has a HE to break a CT smoke. This could get a little bit out of control because it will be a B play.
Got a flash from Alex from the coffin's position. SMG just going to go for the drive-by. Oh, he tried to burrow into the smoke. It does not work out for Kensizor. Gets caught off. Alex finds 2 on the spray, but it's Mezzy and Rops walking into the site victorious. And it's a 5th for Vitality.
Okay, it really is recovery right now, isn't it? And it's looking good. Like Vitality looking clean in a lot of these rounds. Sure, you lose the second round of the game, but you bounce back. It's a great response. And just going through the motions. So this is what you want to see if you're a Vitality fan. So if they're able to get there, it would just have to start soon, wouldn't it? We need to find some rounds where they're being able to burrow in like this. Enters are an aggression.
Promising, but what an incredibly well-timed HE play.
Yeah, he's on 19 health. Yeah, he kind of feels marooned.
Hey!
Yeah.
Yep, that's going to happen.
Feels like they're doing a spring cleaning right now.
What, Vitality?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where every corner of this map, they've managed to perfectly place nades. Even that one, like, they must know that on, like, if someone is trying to play Aggie or, like, pushing half wall, trying to get deep control, if we break the smoke at this time, chances are they're exposed. I mean, it was just so flawless. Kenzizor was deep. Look at his body by the barrels. Didn't have the time to tuck in, gets exposed, trapped, and you could have Molotoved him out if he did get a bit more health. Alex has got a block here. You can see his restraint. He understands the longer he holds onto it, the more chance he has. And he has given it to 45 and throws it down.
No, there is a HE to break, but it's on Rops. So he's not part of this party. They're still coming through.
Oh gosh, they are just running at him, and oh, you can't catch a break. Alex just gets caught through the smoke. That's another one from MeZ. That's 2 rounds back to back where he's been a bit of a difference maker.
And you know what time it is?
SAVE.
Yeah, so this is a clinic right now, 6-1. There's nothing like the first, and once you've elevated the bar, as we just take a look at this attempt on the save, maybe they lose everything. Apex letting the dogs off the leash.
Let's see if they can feast. Just entry fragging for Hans. Down goes one of them. Essential's trying to cling onto his M4. Won't get the luxury. Head trick and MPL will. In fact, that might lead to an MPL rifle. Doesn't get his hands on it. So a little bit of a successful hunt from Vitality. They just want to make sure they kind of sprinkle.
When you have the disparity of one of the absolute best Counter-Strike teams of all time going up against some plucky youngsters who are doing their best to march through and putting on sound Counter-Strike, it was never going to be easy.
Well, absolutely. I mean, just the depth of the map pool is what separates, you know, the kind of the A tier from the S tier.
And that's at the moment one of the issues for Vitality against the other S tier, right? Their train, their overpass, showing some wobbles, and something that they definitely would have had to have worked on. Essential, up to bat.
Good pathing from Flamesy. I'm kind of glad we watched that from Essentials here.
Yeah, it just shows you how quick the destruction can manifest, doesn't it?
And I can't quite believe it. This is MeZ feeling confident because he's
into B.
Yeah, he's just.
I've seen you.
He's got him. Zywo's in support, steals that kill. MeZ gets his as well. They aren't.
You lost both sides.
They are attacking both sides at the same time. Like your Apps players just gone Apps, and then your B players have gone to B. And now Rops is parked as they go pick up the bomb and go wherever they want.
Yeah, so Flamesy will grab that. He'll join MeZ and Zywo. Zywo's pressed very deep towards B, even behind a buffer. Headtrick is coming over to investigate, but here's the problem. If Headtrick sounds off the AWP and MPL fires some rifle bullets...
He's timed this so well. God. What a cheeky rascal.
Well, Flames is actually coming over for the hunt as well, and they think they're saving. So maybe they are just saving in CT, but MPL's coming back over. Well, they might have some backs turned or find a fortunate gap out of this. Headtrick doesn't know that Zywo is pressed up, but has to be aware it's a possibility. Timing. Okay, there you go. MPL noted. Flamesy isn't actually backing off to find him, but MPL will come his way. Okay, another one, as it is just Headtrick. MeZ has the unfortunate factor of, I guess I'll be the one who stays the bomb in the worst case scenario, but now it's just finding him in the library with the Kalashnikov.
And see you later. Headtrick, no AWP for you.
Don't just think that you can run around and win single-handedly. As soon as you let a team back in MR12, they'll take that. They'll take that opportunity every day of the week. Oh, Kenzizor has to play ahead into the flames. Chipped on down, 29. Kenzizor flash now. Everything going wrong, but still gets the opener.
I have to give him props. I can't quite believe he's done as well as he did. He gets a kill. 2 flames and a flashbang. Just as we're praising you, Vitality's dry runs and their utility.
Well, 30 seconds, so they're in a 2-2 split right now. A decision has to be made soon, Apex.
And it's back to A. If MPL goes down, it's going to open the runway. Flamesy wins the duel.
How good has he been?
Yeah, he's looking great. I mean, this partnership...
It's only 5 kills, but every time he's cleared into an angle and just removed the opponent on the other side.
Yeah, his jiggles have been really on
15.
point. Sure. Essential. If he gets another, it would have been a conversation. One goes down with a couple of seconds to spare. Oh, my God, did he just... What are you doing that for? Apex makes me stand up to look at the clock. What was that?
That was meant to be comfy. Just making sure the keyboard's working. You know, I tried it with E. I also tried it with mouse one.
Yeah, they both work.
They both work. Here's a tip for everybody at home if you didn't know.
That would be so nasty. That would have been enough to like actually start the conversation of, right, Vitality is tilted now. Apex is swearing.
But if that doesn't happen, which it can't now for Vitality, at least they're in a position where, you know, you could win back-to-back majors and Apex, another opening kill. And another opening kill. Apex said in an interview he did with HTV the other day, he's like, yeah, it'd be nice to win back-to-back majors. Hasn't happened since Astralis. You know, so giving us some nice markers, building the story for us.
And I think he benefits. Like, he's building that story for him and his team as well.
Sure.
He wants them to have, like, something extra to be fighting for. Like, perhaps when you are so used to winning, so used to the confetti falling in the last day, you need, like, we're doing this for more than the trophy, more than that. It's legacy.
Yeah, and that's what, if I'm Vitality, I'm keeping my eyes on, because a team like this doesn't come around too often. And sure, this second season hasn't been what it needed to be, but there's still time to be able to pick that up. And if you close the year with both majors and then you go into next, you actually run with that momentum, that conversation is still open, right? It doesn't just close at the end of this year. You still are a great Counter-Strike roster. You just haven't, let's see, a bit of a deeper coffin smoke. And it's all a ruse. Flamesy's faked B. Hetrick is over towards A. Well, Flamesy's cleared B, and
And they're going back.
they may as well go back. Hetrick's going to desperately pick top middle, but he'd be killed by Rops. And
It's so well.
it's beautiful, right? There's nobody who's popping off individually. Everything looks great. And the smiles on the faces of Bait, they know they are just getting the push-pull given to them right now. If you're the support staff watching by right now, you're just sitting there smiling, nodding along, happy with how this is functioning.
Aggressive play. Mezzi might get blinded here. Perfect little team play to set him up. And Kensizor, he is actually the highest fragger in the server. He's matching ZywOo in a 10-1. And that's because he's so good for one. Kensizor is going to be my main takeaway. I think from the debate games we've covered throughout the major, I just think he's a great soldier for the squad.
He loves the aggression too, which anybody who likes Counter-Strike likes watching players get aggro, but Flamesy controls, takes out Astenthiel.
Did he nail the molly? It's not going to spread cold Zera.
Landed in the box, I believe.
They overlook it. It leads to an MPL double, so there's a little misplay.
Could be 2 rounds.
Finally something for the support staff to bring up in review.
Okay, hold on. They know he's side. Apex searching with a nade.
Caught off.
ZywOo in a clutch.
NPL's had a round. This would be a big one. We've got to give it the beans. If NPL picks himself up the quad kill up against Vitality, it's now looking a bit sketchy.
Oh, that's perfect smoke.
It couldn't be better.
You kind of have to play over the truck if you're Alex.
Alex starts spamming, it's just over. So he can't afford to reveal his position. He just has to hope and pray ZywOo starts to make a noise.
Yeah, both of them letting one another make the next move.
It was Josh Steele Nissan that said, noobs always play. I imagine ZywOo's thinking the same thing.
All right, well, ZywOo's still in pit, and Alex is still restrained to Boiler. So knowing that the bomb has to go down, 20 seconds left on the clock, the Woo will now have to go to the site to plant the bomb. Well, he doesn't have to, I suppose.
Is Alex going to be top? Perfect from Alex. Clutches up, makes NPL's 3K worthwhile baked, picking themselves up a second round as we take a quick 2-minute break. 5 members of Bait making their way towards their bomb site.
ZywOo and Rops need something. Nothing's not enough for the round.
Take a fight, tapping off the head of Kensizor, which is the highest fragger from Bait. Stands in that off angle and just taps another. So double from ZywOo.
Staunch confidence.
Enables Mezzi to get back over. A flash above the pit side. That might be Rob's, well timed. Hedrick has dropped in. He uses that flash actually to dip back Graveyard, and now Tap finds the angle. Beautiful team play. Mezzi gets the assist on 2 of them. Rob's on another.
Now, it's obviously going to depend on what type of matchup Vitality gets, but there's only a few teams in the world who can beat them at the moment, and most of them are playing later today in those 2-0 games.
Yeah, it sounds as a stark reminder of, you know, that contrast when people are throwing out tier lists or stages and seeing the different names. This is what happens when a team that started stage 1, and by no means I think belonged there. You know, we saw how quickly and comfortably they managed to get themselves through eventually to stage 2 and now 3. But this is the difference between, you know, an invited team to stage 3 and one that qualified.
But this final round for Bait, and then they go down to the 1-2 bucket. Best of threes from this point forward for the Ukrainians.
Perfectly playing it to block in front of that smoke. He's done it on his own. Flamesy closes it down. Vitality. That is a very comfortable day in the office. You were just talking about it, Chad, but yeah, don't have to show your strat book. Everyone's going to be able to rest up easy.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale.